Welcome back to Rolling Rainbows. That's both the name of the channel and the name of me. It's the way my name sounds in a loud club. As a musician, it's just one of the hazards of being a musician when you introduce yourself. But for my benefit here, at least, it makes a really cool title for this channel, and it's really appropriate because there are so many ways to get into this what we do here at Rolling Rainbows, but the three main ways are through use of planetary energies on a weekly energy schedule. The way we do that is the second way through the use of our daily planners, and the third way to do it is through studying Kabbalah. And Kabbalah is a beautiful way to look at the world, but honestly, it is very complex. So if you're interested in what I'm about to talk about, then please, subscribe, get involved by just sharing your own ideas in the comments below, and I'd love to hear your I'd love to hear your feedback. So when we talk about using today as a Volcano Tuesday, I want to remind everybody that there's colors associated with rolling rainbows. These rainbows roll 52 times a year, according to the traditional calendar. Today's Tuesday, we're going to vibe on the color that's associated with volcanoes, which is red. Red is such now, for those who have sight, please acknowledge that this is a blessing that you have because not everybody can use those eyes. So right now, take a moment and acknowledge that color red with the activeness, the gratitude that you have to even be able to vision it and see it. And from there, those correlations that come around the color red can really be a soothing, soothing friend today. Why is that? Depending on the different spiritual schools that you attend, that red represents different things. Here at Rolling Rainbows, we're gonna just focus on two main ones. Number one heavy lean is on the old planetary energies that were the what they were called biblical, I guess, planetary energies, the planetary bodies. Those are specifically the moon for Monday. Tuesday, of course, would be for what's red when we think of the planets, rust colored Mars. Yes, I'm not going to get into the rest of the week because that is for you to find out. And if you don't know, now you know. Check it out. But this existing cycle, especially for Tuesday, the idea of volcano, well, in reference to these planetary energies, Mars is the name of a god. The god is about war. It's about anger. It's about rar, about all of those things. But it's also about heart stop. Nah. That whole aggression, not just in doing, but also in stopping. These natural ideas or emotions to tie into today are really helpful. And they're there for the color red. Said that there were two kind of leading ideas. I love the chakra system. In fact, I have a whole chakra based album. And the red chakra is the root chakra. It's called Muladhara. And that is the root of almost all creation. Just everything comes from the color red. So we see the foundationalness in all of this. And of course, red in the traditional sense of the planetary energies has to do with the Kabbalistic sphere of Gebuda. Gebuda is beautiful, but it's really that kind of Mars energy. And it's balanced by Chesed, which is unlimited loving kindness. So we can see how one balances the other. And the thing is that it's not equal. One is sometimes much more than the other one. You see, and what we're looking for is that balance. Now, Tuesday, this particular Tuesday, is one of 52 that the year gives us. Now, to better track those, that's the second component of Rolling Rainbows, the use of um, a daily planner. Not your phone. Your phone is great. Like, your phone is dope. I love my phone. In fact, I should put what I write in here into my phone more often. But, like, I actively make it a point to use my planner. And that's really an important leg for this to be successful in any way. You have to have something you can touch. And what are you going to do with it? Okay, you got it. You got some planets. You want to write them down on your daily planner. Well, so what's the point? Why? This is where the rainbows aspects come in. We're going to put that color red to work. Now, in my opinion, when we activate a certain planetary energy, it's important to invoke the color that's associated with it. We're going to cycle with seven because that's how many days of the week there are, and those are historically the planetary bodies that we're working with. So, of course, I'm going to use this color red. And of course, if you don't have just want to use the color red to write on, you can also use a red candle. The bottom line is activating the color red is what we're doing today. That gets you in spirit, if you don't mind, of that energy that we're tapping into, that emotion, that it helps us get there. And the more that we practice it, the more it also helps us get faster into the vibe. Now, what am I doing here? Let me pull this down and show you. This is my Tuesday. I'm going about it where I'm actively meditating on the color red and the Mars. And I wrote volcano down because every day I write a different idea. And mostly I focus on Hebrew letters, I focus on different things. Today I said volcano because it's a bit of an abstraction from Mars. Moonlight is an abstraction from moon. And of course, we know that Monday has to do with moon. I'm not going to tell you about the rest of the week. Check that out for yourself. But by activating this color, these colors every day, Monday being purple, become more in tune with the vibratory energies. And the action of taking it and smoothing it out and really, giving it the time, just a little bit of time, remembering why you're doing it. And your tools are as you like them. This is Rolling Rainbows. One of my favorite things is to actually employ rainbows in my life. Truth be told, I don't have enough rainbows in my life, but that's why I'm talking to you. So we can all kind of celebrate this like activation of rainbows. There's nothing better because what is it? Rainbows are light broken up, and these streams of light that are broken up and shown into their individual pieces. The those component pieces together make light. And I think that's why burners, people from the Burning Man community, love to dress in rainbows because it slows down time, and we're forced to maybe just look at examining what each particle of light means to us in a given moment allows us a bit of to slow things down. And you know, it's funny. I'm not here to teach anyone, but I am here to facilitate. So there are so many schools that exist that can explain much better than I in terms of different ways to benefit from these ideas. So what I would suggest is that if anybody's interested, comment below, message me directly. Like getting the word out about these different organizations is wonderful because like I can't provide everybody the answer, and but I do know that there is a goal to all this. Everybody has their own individual goals. Really, think about it. If you don't have a goal, you can make one, find one. But the goal that we tell ourselves is that I want this so I can. But for what? I want this because that I can like do this. Or, you know, I want a bunch of money so I can like go to somewhere else. Why? What's the reason why I bring up other schools is because attending so many different meetings, and I will close up this wonderful Volcano Tuesday by dropping this this absolute antithesis of a bombshell. When I have been in all these different rooms with so many different men and women of different backgrounds, and we find ourselves in these shared spaces of spiritual unity, spiritual observance, and in a non-traditional religious format. Where we just trying to find that spiritual place, tap into that component, that shared energetic source. When we're in a room with all these other people, after years of the comments and discussions that follow them or precede them, with these wonderful, wonderful people, everybody who's a newcomer has an idea of what they want, but when you listen to Everybody at the end, what are they looking for? They're looking for peace. And I want you to think about that before you go. Every goal that you have is actually a, a holding space for peace. I want this so I can do this. Why? So I can be peaceful there. I want this so I can do that. Oh, because that's going to be peaceful. I will find peace. That's the ultimate goal for anyone's journey, whether they want to or not. Peace. Not satisfaction, not vengeance, peace. And they say that love is the engine of the universe. Love and peace are synonymous, you know. And so with that, I want to let you go with this wonderful Volcano Tuesday. So remember to tap into that color red and to follow to learn more about finding a little bit of peace every week. Thank you. Keep those rainbows rolling.